Hello everyone, welcome. Welcome. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. I keep thinking it's a different day of the week. Hey girlfriend. Welcome. I'm having a really good Saturday too. Sending you love, Kristen. I feel like whenever I have a bunch of days off in a row and then get on here, the energy is like, and I've been doing a ton of energy work myself, so I feel like it's always more potent. I'm really surprised. Hi, Delphina. I'm really surprised. I feel a lot less anxiety in the collective than I thought I would getting on here. It definitely feels... I have a little bit of tension in the crown area, but it definitely feels more peaceful, you know? I feel like there's been a lot of energy going crazy this week. Everyone's shifting. Even if you've been doing the work or not, you are shifting. The people that have been doing the work are pulling you into the vortex. Welcome for anyone who's new here. Thank you everyone for the love and support. I appreciate you guys being here. For anyone who's been feeling out of sorts lately, I would encourage you to, so a lot of times people focus on like the higher chakras and aligning them. I would encourage you to put your focus on your solar plexus for a few days in a row and then work your way kind of down into the root, ground that energy in. You'd be surprised at the energy shift that can take place. I'm glad that you're feeling the calming energy. I'm like amped up and excited and my inner child is happy, but I do give off a calming energy even if I'm amped up. We're gonna start off, we've already done a little bit of grounding, but we're gonna start off the way I want to work with the crystals. I want to do some plucking, and then we'll get into some obsidian. I love obsidian because it like literally eats up any negative energy. So I think I'm actually going to use that instead of the kyanite. Alright, so go ahead, take a few deep cleansing breaths and set the intention to release anything that is no longer serving you at this time. Absolutely. Welcome to all who are just joining. Sit back and enjoy the energy. Thank you. I would say about 4 years. Trying to think, 2018, yeah, 4 years. Hello, hello. So I actually do more what's known as quantum energy healing, but it's very similar in relation to traditional Reiki energy. It's just easier to call it Reiki. People understand it better that way. I was activated when I worked with a mentor at the beginning of my awakening. So I wasn't really like necessarily called to Reiki itself. I just have had the natural ability to do it. Like my hands were activated during my awakening. My hands and my feet. I would never... I was having this thought the other day because my feet get the same energy as my hands. And I'm like, could you imagine me using my feet on live? That'd be hilarious. But your hands and feet are both energy centers. And my hands get the energy. They just kind of activated during my awakening, and essentially my aura itself is healing, but when you focus the energy out of your hands, you can concentrate it to specific areas. So yeah, it's not that I was specifically interested in doing Reiki itself, it's just I was on a healing journey and my mentor attuned me and helped me get into energy healing, focusing my abilities more concentrated. What I do on live is just like a very surface level, I would say, to what I can actually do in someone's energy. Can Reiki help boost energy levels? It can. Reiki energy can do a myriad of things. Essentially what the energy itself does is it helps you to kind of release and clear out energy that is no longer serving you. And it helps kind of unearth the traumatic energy that you house within your body. And it opens you to kind of expand your awareness. But your energy levels, more importantly, I've definitely been being called to work with solar plexus energy. We're working with that today. I have that music playing in the background. That's where a lot of your energy house like is housed, and your life force energy comes in through that energy center. So when you are deficient, or sometimes you can be overactive, but when you're overactive or imbalanced, you're not focusing the energy in a productive way. You're just kind of like spitting energy out all over the place. So bringing that energy center into balance will help you to be able to harness your energy instead of depleting yourself, you know, via simple interaction. So again, focusing your attention on working with the energy centers, your root, your solar, and your sacral will kind of help boost your energy levels. Everyone gets so focused on the uppers because they want to tap into their psychic abilities, but that's not always the best. You can very much so deplete yourself and become very disconnected from your physical body that way. And also, like, prioritizing your rest. If you're feeling depleted, you're feeling tired, Kristen, so I know you're on a spiritual journey, and I feel like I mentioned this to you last time. Have you checked in or looked into, or have you been a part of, like, grief counseling or grief, like, a support group? So I worked with a lady. She had lost her husband, and her and I had a very deep connection. Her husband literally chose me to be able to connect with her. And essentially, when you are ready, I feel like that will be the best option for you. Obviously incorporate it with your spiritual healing and all that stuff, but there's something to being surrounded by people who understand what you're going through. Like, I can be a sympathetic, and like I can relate to you, or people here could relate to you from their own loss, but more importantly, like child loss. That is something that you may kind of focus in on, and because there's definitely something with you I'm getting like choked up in the throat. So there's like a throat blockage where you are not able to express yourself fully. So you're very much kind of like trapped in an energy pocket, it feels like. And even like, yes, the Reiki can help, but it's essentially not going to get you out of that bubble in the timing that I feel like you're wanting to do it, if that makes sense. So it's like you're needing something more localized for your healing journey. Something more focused. I'm like seeing the funnel they're showing me. But again, it's like you'll feel called to it. So I remember Spirit kind of recommended that to this friend of mine, and it took her a few months to be open to it and to be able to get to that place, to open herself up to grief therapy. But I just feel like her having a place to like feel seen and heard by people who've experienced the same thing was very liberating for her, and it wasn't until she was actually ready to move beyond that part of her grief. So I feel like you're getting there. You're getting to that place where you're ready to let go of that part of the grief. And again, grief is a journey. You're never going to be completely over it, especially as traumatic as the one that you went through, the loss. So it's more about learning like better coping skills and just having a space where you can speak about your loss. Because sympathy can only do so much. You need people who can empathize with you and who understand your pain. I saw a video the other day. Kristen, I'll tag you in it when I get off of here. It'll kind of help you. It's a visual tool to help you understand. Not that I don't think you understand what I'm saying, but I just think it'll click when you see it. So I'm gonna send it to you when I get off of here. Hello, hello. Child loss is definitely something difficult. Like, I went through it in a past life and I understand the energy behind it, but in this lifetime I'm not close enough to it, you know, to meet you there where you are. No, we're just in our initial grounding energy here. We're just chit-chatting about grief and loss. Lily's amped up. Usually she gets knocked out when I'm doing the energy. Hey Teresa, how are you? She's running around playing. I have so much heat coming through my palms today. Like, it almost feels like pressure in my palms. I'm doing fabulous. My 5-day break was much needed. I gave myself some intense TLC and rest, and I feel good as new. Everyone make sure you're drinking water today. Kristen, are you into art, or was your daughter into art, like creating things? Hello Rachel, I'm doing well. I hope the same for you. So for some reason, Kristen, I'm getting a visual of you doing some sort of art. Like, you're going to be able to channel your depression and your grief through art. So I don't know if that's painting, drawing, could even just be like a paint night or something. I don't know, but I'm just seeing like you doing some sort of artwork. Your daughter was a singer. All right, then this is going to be specific to your energy. You gotta find, it's like you need to channel your energy into some sort of creative expression. Yesterday I slept like crazy after work, usually. Yeah, I've been sleeping a lot this week. It's been nice. Excuse me. Hello everyone, welcome. I just want to sleep. Kristen, when it's time, you'll feel inspired, it'll come to you. And if your body wants to sleep, if that's how your body is wanting to process, then I would listen to it. Which is funny because I feel like you're always talking about not being able to sleep, so I definitely feel like you're shifting, you are healing. Because I know the last time you were on, about a week ago, you weren't able to sleep. So I would encourage listening to your body when you're feeling tired, when you're feeling called to rest, do it. And then when you're ready, you'll get the motivation, you'll be drawn to whatever creative outlet you're meant to work through. I kind of feel like it's painting. I don't know why. I just can see you painting something, even if it's not, like, you don't have to be creative. I'm not a master artist, but when I paint, something comes out of me, you know, energy-wise. My artwork definitely looks like a child created it. I'm still proud of it though. Absolutely. We all have an outlet. Thank you for your kind words. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone for being here. I love hosting this safe space where we can all just vibe and enjoy each other's company and the nice source energy. Good. That's good. How do I turn comments off? Just swipe to the right. If your app has been like updated, you might have to press down and then I think you can hit hide display and it'll turn off. Hey Steph, how are you? Thank you. I'm the same way. Whenever I watch ASMR or other healers, I always turn the comments off. I like to just zone out. Text update on using how they show. So mine, it's back to how it was. Mine has like the first names instead of the usernames, but I prefer to see the usernames because sometimes I don't know people's, like, I know their names, but I prefer to see the username instead of the actual name. Is it normal for one's head, especially on the right temporal lobe? Yes, you can feel any sensations that your body normally produces when you are accepting healing energy. So you may have an energy, like a little bit of a blockage there. So the energy is kind of working in that space to free up that area. And then what I like to do with my energy is, or not my energy specifically, but when we're done, we will fill all those spaces that were being cleared out with source energy. With some nice, I've been working with golden energy lately. My guides have been pushing me towards the solar plexus, so I'm listening. But yes, that is completely normal. You may also experience releasing, so you might be burping, yawning, crying. You might have to go to the bathroom, sweating. All things are completely normal. I feel like with you guys having where you're feeling that energy, more than likely you're having an activation with your third eye, so you're clearing out something in that area. Feeling sleepy is normal as well. When you release and clear out energy, when you let go of stuff that you've been using a lot of energy to keep holding, you can definitely feel sleepy. Doing great. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. I appreciate that. It's amazing what a few days of rest can do for your body. Hello, welcome. It's funny that you guys mentioned the crown, like the energy in the upper centers, because when I first came into the live, I was feeling a lot of tension in my head, and I can still feel a little bit, but it is kind of like alleviating. So I feel like you guys are definitely getting those activations. So when I'm doing the lives, when I'm doing collective energy, I'm not picking up on each person specifically unless I want to tune in and channel your energy, but I can pick up collectively where we're needing to kind of focus. The energy is going to go where it needs to regardless, but I can direct concentrated energy to certain centers to help alleviate or to like induce clearing of that energy. So coming in here, I definitely felt a lot of crown stuff, which could be, I just feel the tension in my head. I also feel it in my ears, so it could definitely be third eye and crown. And you have energy centers all over that are not actually the chakra points. They're just random energy centers, meridians and things. So you may be having just different, you might have some trauma stored in that area. My kids and I'm here away so I can rest in you. Awesome, I love that for you. Much needed rest day. Definitely everyone make sure you're drinking lots of water, especially if you're feeling those tensions and different things. Make sure you're hydrating. That will help kind of move your energy along more smoothly. Hey Holly, how are you, sweetie? How's your weekend going? Absolutely. I'm happy to help. Can you get a mouse as well? Yeah, Reiki energy can, so I can heal, but I can also help them pass over easier. So I had an animal that was kind of on his last leg, and I did Reiki on him, and it actually helped him pass over. He was like holding on for dear life. But that's also something that I do on the other side. I help people pass over. So, yes, can definitely help animals. Sometimes our will is not always what is in their best interest. Like, obviously I did it with the intention that I wanted to save him, but he was ready to go. Progressing, going to the grocery store. Holly, I have to run errands after this too. I'm sending you some motivation. I have like a lot today. I'm literally taking time off to focus on refilling your cup is so beneficial. I can't stress that enough. And Holly, I intuitively, my guides want me to push out the energy of working with solar plexus energy and the lower 3 chakras to kind of ground in. We have a ton of light codes and energy coming in to Earth right now, so grounding all of that into our physical vessel and opening ourselves to be a clear channel from, you know, astral realm into the Earth. So working with those lower energy centers definitely helps do that. I hope whatever you have going on will heal for you quicker. Elbow is like, I need a little, like a memory foam mat or something to lean on when I'm doing this. So Holly, start at your root and work your way up. That can definitely help you. I also recommend, this is the way I like to do my energy work sometimes for myself, is I'll just focus on one chakra for like a whole week. Like this week is solar plexus for me. Or I'll focus on the root for a week. So that way I'm not overwhelming my vessel, like I'm not overwhelming my body, because not all of your energy centers may need work. So I like to just focus on the ones that I'm feeling are more, you know, off balance at the time. I have so much little, I think Dewey was lying on this pillow. Feeling dewy furs on my fingers. Yeah, working with your lower energy centers can also help alleviate more of like if you're feeling anxious energy. It helps your root back into your body and the earth. Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, if you're... A lot of people, I said this earlier, a lot of people focus too much on the upper chakras because they want to connect into their spirituality more, but the safest and easiest way to actually feel safe to do that is to work on your lower energy centers first. Because it could definitely instigate that anxiety when you're not grounded. Your root is all that like safety and secured energy. Yes. I just saw a video yesterday, I want to say, about like our blood with grounding into Mother Earth, like taking your shoes off and literally walking outside for like 15-20 minutes. And it literally changes the way your blood coagulates, and I thought that was really cool. Oh, barefoot in the mud. Oh, I bet that feels nice. I'm definitely like a sensory type of galley, so I feel like the mud would feel good. Like soothing. You're an earth child. I'm a fire child. I have a lot of fire energy. I always call myself, which is funny because people always say I have a grounding energy, but I always call myself a fire tornado because my chart is 50% fire, I think like 30% air, and then like 10% of or maybe like, I don't know the exact breakdown. I have very little earth energy. I think I have like 1 Capricorn placement. But I have a ton of fire and air in my chart. I got some Taurus galleys in here. Welcome, Taurus gang. I think it's the rash. Also because I'm releasing other energies. Yeah. That's so hilarious. There's so many Tauruses in here right now. Citrine. Sorry, I'm like, what am I holding in my hand? I'm like, I feel like I have the sun sitting in my hand, but I can't remember what it was. What energy do you feel I have, if it's okay to ask? Teresa, do you mean like astrology energy or just in general energy? Taurus and Scorpio. I am a Pisces rising, Libra sun, and Aries moon. I got all kinds of shit going on in my chart. That's the crystal I'm putting in your candle. Samantha, I love you. Thank you. No lies. I love. This is like my happy energy. My happy energy. When I hold it, it literally makes me feel like I'm being hit with sunbeams. Oh. Maybe generally, I don't know the difference. Moon and Aries. Yeah, Moon and Aries people are a little spicy. I have to keep her in control. Teresa, I'm trying to feel into your energy, so you gotta give me a second. I don't want to speak from a logical place. because I know you logically versus energetically sometimes more, if that makes sense. And trauma. I feel trauma from the past and made it my own. Yes, Holly, let that go. Let it go. I recently did a bunch of healing and releasing, and this is mainly why I'm so chipper today. I just got off of a call with my mother, and it was actually a really good call, and like I can sense energy changing in her, and that makes me really happy because there has been so much trauma in my life and in her life. So little Rachel is like over the moon today. I asked what was for your highest good. I love the alignment. Samantha, I love you. I love that you're listening to your intuition. Green is my favorite color. I don't have any green crystals that I'm working with today. I'll pull one out for you though. Just because you mentioned it. Teresa, energetically on like, don't take this the wrong way, but spiritually I feel like you have a little bit of a, definitely like a childlike nature, which I love. But it's like your energy is still kind of maturing. So you have a calming energy to you. That's one thing I can say. You definitely have a calming energy. And I definitely feel like you are probably at the beginning of, like on the precipice of a major awakening in your life. That's why you're drawn to the lives. That's why you come in here, you're curious, you have an intrigue, I will say. And I definitely know that you're meant to awaken. So energy-wise, I haven't really tapped into your energy fully, so, but that's just what I pick up on surface level with you being in the lives. Sometimes it takes a long time to heal the family aspect. It's nice to see when you do. Yeah, I've been working on this mother wound since 2018, so to have this nice breakthrough is nice. I feel like I'm a mix of childhood energy plus mature at the same time, so it makes sense. Yeah. Carolyn, I have not interacted with you enough to just pull energy like that. I'm sorry. I'm just letting, Teresa's in my lives constantly, so I'm just letting her know. I've had a chance to get a surface level read, and when I do energy healing like this, I am not picking out anyone specifically. My channel is external, so I'm not reading energy right now unless it's collective. So if there's something collectively we need to work on, I'll focus there, but otherwise I'm not doing. I'll be here more. Awesome. Yeah, that works. I have an ear infection. It's so relaxing. You must be the ears then. When I got into the energy today, I felt a lot of pressure in the head, and the ears were one of them. I do meditation. I'm learning how to play my singing bowl. I love that, Michelle. I want to get singing bowls. I'm not sure which ones, like, which direction to go. I like the metal ones more than the glass, just because I'm a klutz, so I feel like I might break the glass accidentally. So I kind of want the metal ones. My child self is not happy though, and on the inside maybe that's what affects me in the present mix. Definitely, Teresa, if your inner child is not happy, they will definitely let you know it. They will make your adult self very miserable. Teresa, I definitely know that you are artistic. Your drawing was amazing that you tagged me in, so I feel like that's a way for you, and that may honestly be a path that you wind up going down for your career, because I know you're not happy in the career that you're in currently. So just open yourself up to that, you know, getting out of your comfort zone and letting yourself be guided towards going down that path. I love that you mentally set boundaries, so good for you. Yeah, Holly, if I got on here, because sometimes there's like over 100 people in here. I feel like my guides are taking it easy today. It did get up to 50, but then it went back down just because it's my first day back. But yeah, I set the boundaries so I don't get overwhelmed, and energetically it's just not good for me to be reading everyone's energy all the time. Does healing ever feel like a hangover? Yes. Yeah, sometimes healing can knock you on your butt. Oh, and singing bowls. Singing bowls are so powerful. I was on another healer's live and she was utilizing them and it just felt so good. I was like, oh, and the tuning forks. We're vibrational beings, so. Traumatic events in the past, I guess that took effect. We all have our own experiences. Yeah, Teresa, I definitely feel like you're coming into a space where you feel safe to release that trauma and do some trauma work. I feel like that's your next path. This really helps going through a lot. It calms me. I'm happy that I can be a source of calmness for you. Inner child loves to walk in the mud and rivers. Yeah, my inner child was definitely an outdoors gal. So when I am out in nature, like she loved to climb in trees. She was fearless. I remembered getting older. I'm like, I'm afraid of heights, but when I was a kid, I used to climb trees and like I loved it. I draw by looking at images, not from mine. I find that difficult. Maybe I need to class more to Whatever works, Teresa. I just know that I could never draw something like that, even by looking at a picture. It would look very, very, funny. Alright, y'all, we're gonna get into some more energy plucking. I definitely felt you had a very big talent for drawing when I saw your picture. We're gonna get into some more energy plucking, and then we're gonna move into the heart space. We're working with one of my all-time favorite crystals today. I don't think I've worked with my rose quartz heart in a couple of sessions, so somebody's got some tension in there. I'm picking up some right jaw tension. Somebody's been clenching their teeth when they sleep, or just in general. You might do it throughout the day. I'm definitely picking up something on the right side of someone's energy. Maybe look into getting, for me personally, I have started using a bite guard, a night guard at night. It's been life-changing. I even sleep better utilizing it. Your right ear and jaw. Alright, so this is definitely a collective energy. Release whatever that tension is, guys. Let that out. Get the night guard. The night guard really helps. Absolutely, I'm happy that I can be of service. I spit bite cards out at night. Oh my god. Yeah, it was definitely an adjustment, but I'm so grateful that I have mine. Like, it's like my safety blanket now. Like, I can't sleep as good without it. I tried to get the ones from Target, but I kept melting them accidentally. So I wound up getting the one that they do at your dentist where they fit you and make it, and it was expensive, yes, but it was so worth it. But I don't spit it out. I couldn't spit it out. It like clicks into my teeth. Like a retainer. Yeah, it's like a retainer. Whenever I hold this obsidian, my hands are vibrating. She's like, tasty treat. I would have been mad too after spending all that money. I was annoyed that I couldn't get the Target ones to work. My dentist was like, you know, you can just like put it in a dish and not put it in the actual pot of boiling water. And I was like, no. And then I was just like, let's just get one fitted. They always look cute when they're destructive. Holly, I'm so grateful that I don't feel you. That I'm not picking up your itching. You know what I do with people that make me itch? Everyone, make sure you are drinking water. I know I keep saying this, but I keep getting thirsty, so there's definitely some part of this group that is not hydrating properly. I've been like raking my water as well. Infusing healing energy into it. I got some kind of protection that people can't feel me as much. I can feel them. I was just thinking about water. Drink it. I've been mad emotional this week. I feel like this week, because I was definitely healing from my sinuses this week, I feel like I was kind of disconnected a little bit, which I needed. I needed to be, because I feel the collective energy constantly, and my guides, when I'm needing to disconnect, they will put me in a little hub of energy. Usually when I go on vacation, they do that too. They'll disconnect me from the collective energy. I have to like turn my light off so I'm not picking up everyone's stuff, close my door a little bit. Obviously if I'm in perceived danger I could feel that, but I'm not like picking up the energy in the room as much. I'm very much disconnected, so they did that for me this week. I felt I didn't pick up the moon energy as much. Yeah, super moon energy I'm sure was kicking up a lot of stuff. And I kept getting the message that I didn't need to do anything for the moon. Like I didn't need to release or manifest or any of that. So it's like I didn't need to exert my energy into the mix. And I was like, say less, spirit, I'm gonna just relax. And that's what I did. I started watching my Gilmore Girls. I'm convinced that me watching Gilmore Girls brought the cold front in because it's been like chilly the last couple of days. And I feel like that show is definitely like a fall, winter, spring kind of show. blue pea flower tea. That's a mouthful, but it sounds like it tastes good. I'll look it up. I'm a tea kind of gal. I'm a tea connoisseur. I do have some really lovely guides. They definitely look after me. I'm very appreciative of them. They definitely know what is in my best interest, what I need to be doing. So warm in Ireland, sunny. Delphina, you got that heat from over here. Must have switched energy with you. It's not raining here, but it's just cooler. Like, it was like a nice breezy night last night, and I really enjoyed it. I love summer because I can wear like dresses, because I'm a dress kind of gal, but I cannot stand when it's muggy and humid and just ungodly hot. Chilly here in Minnesota. I should watch Gilmore Girls today. You should. I think I procrastinated groceries because I need this healing first. Absolutely, Holly. I know I was like trying to decide. I'm like, should I do the energy healing? Because I like to beat the crowds, but yeah, I felt called to do this first and then go run my errands. Me too. It's like a feel-good show that you can literally watch over and over. This is probably my like 7th time watching it. And I love that there's so many seasons of it, and they're lengthy episodes, and there's like 20 per episode, or per season. I like things that last a while. I don't like when it's like one season and done, or a couple and then it's gone. From Trinidad and Tobago in the West Indies. Welcome. I don't think I've ever had anyone from that area. I always get people from like South Africa or Australia for whatever reason. I don't know why. But I love connecting with people all over. I feel like we've kind of been needing some cooler energy though. Like sometimes that like grossly hot energy just creates more angst and aggression, you know? Alright, y'all. We're gonna move into the heart space. Before we get in there, I always ask everyone to set the intention. Take a nice deep breath. Set the intention to open your heart space to give and receive love authentically and freely. And now I'm adding in, because I've been working with forgiveness energy, to allow yourself to forgive easier. You know, when it's meant to, when you're meant to forgive. So just opening that heart space and setting that intention. And then I like us all to share something that we're grateful for once we open that heart space. So for those who are comfortable interacting, go ahead and share with the chat what you are feeling grateful for today. I am gonna start off. I'm grateful obviously for my fur babies. I love them every day. I'm grateful that I was able to reconnect with my mom today. I hope they release the rest of You in the Light soon. Me too. I really hope that's a definite thing that comes out. Can I just box you up and keep you around when I need you? Holly, you have to share. Hot here full time. Darn, Teresa. Grateful for my ancestors. Oh, that's a good one. I'm grateful for mine too. They definitely are looking out for us. Husband of my girls are grateful for to friends and family. Hey Tiff. Grateful for my family. That's a good one. A good one, Holly. Yes, always grateful to have your gifts. That's a good one. I love it. These are all good shares. Thank you everyone for feeling comfortable to interact and share. I feel like we got a lot of heart-centered energy coming through right now. I'm grateful for being here in the present day. Love that, being in the present moment. I feel like when you anchor into like your present day, like the present moment, it's so much more peaceful. Like you don't stress about the future, you don't worry over the past, like it's just peace. Like that's where peace resides. I'm literally getting ringing in my ears as we're talking about this, so that's confirmation. Healing from inner child. I love that, Savannah. That's beautiful. Yes, that is beautiful. Now I'm picking up somebody's neck tension. Feeling like a lot of tension on the right side of the body. I feel like there is a lot of people are storing their energy on the right side. Alright, somebody, I definitely feel like this is going to be a collective too. I'm definitely going to have a heart chakra activation. I'm feeling a lot of pressure in the center of my chest. So we're just going to open up this energy a little bit more to receive. If anyone gets emotional, just let it out. Let your emotions flow freely. Take a deep breath imagine the breath going into your heart space. And then breathe it out. Excuse me. love when the energy finally like comes out. Hi, buddy. Dewey's come to join our energy healing. Definitely felt the energy bubble pop with that. That releasing of energy. Like the pressure in the heart has released, even the head pressure has released, and I felt energy kind of like go out my grounding cords. So I definitely feel like there was a major release on that activation there. Heart space hold anxiety. It could be a number of things. Trauma, disappointment. Grief. Your heart space is, your powerhouse for your emotions. Anything that you do not allow to flow can stagnate. Especially if you are someone, and I'm speaking from experience, if you are someone that doesn't like to feel their emotions, they just like to throw it to the back of their mind and keep pushing through. Kind of being in a little bit of toxic masculine energy and just pushing through your emotions and not feeling them, not giving them the space and time that they need. They can definitely create blockages in the heart space and cause stagnation, which can result in anxiety. So when you open up your energy, you open your energy centers and allow the energy to actually flow instead of suppressing it, that enables you to kind of bring that peace back into your life. I've been working on embracing my divine feminine energy because our masculine is overpowered. Yeah. I grew up in masculine energy very much. It's like all I was known, like all I was shown pretty much. So it definitely has been, like, as I've matured and as I've become into my spirituality, it's been a goal to embrace my feminine energy, my softness, and not have to be in my masculine energy. Savannah, I kind of think that's why I like dresses. Like, I like wearing dresses because I definitely dress like a tomboy a lot too, but I enjoy dresses because I feel feminine. It's another reason why I like when I do my nails, I feel more feminine. And from time to time, I'm more comfortable without makeup. Wasn't always that way, so from time to time I do like to get done up and feel like that bitch, but more importantly, I feel like it's more just being softer with yourself and others. But clothing and accessories can definitely help you manifest that energy into the physical. Alright, so for us communication girlies, we're going to work with our throat and our third eye together here. I feel as if I took a bit unhealthy. Hold on. I feel as if I look a bit unhealthy without makeup, even though my sis tells me I look the same. I mean, I definitely sometimes look unhealthy if I'm not rested and I have bags, but I definitely feel more beautiful. I feel beautiful either way, but I don't know, I just feel more myself not wearing makeup. Plus, I hate taking it off at night. I'm not a skincare kind of gal. I do it sometimes, but I don't like doing it night and day. Drew Barrymore. I get her, now that I'm older, I get her more. When I was younger and obviously thinner, I used to get Reese Witherspoon a lot, but I can definitely see the blend of energy there. I get multiple different people, but lately I've been getting her a lot more. I just have zits from the makeup, maybe also from stress, even though I sometimes don't wear it. I would encourage you to challenge yourself to go without it. Stop wearing it for a period of time. Just embrace who you are naturally. Myra! Hi, sweetie! My healing journey has shown me to love myself. No makeup, which was a struggle. Same. Yeah, I wore makeup a lot. Plus, I feel like makeup also is a part of, like, masking. Like, it helps you to mask yourself. I mean, and masking has its benefits. There's no shame in that. But I feel like when you can truly embrace your flaws or whatever you perceive to be flaws and just accept yourself wholeheartedly, and once you get to that healing place where you can see your beauty, your inner beauty shining through, because sometimes I go on here looking a mess and people are like, you look so pretty, and I'm like, where? You know, but other people see your inner beauty shining out, so it's like they can see the healing and they can see what I've done energetically, even if I don't physically feel like I'm societal standards of beauty sometimes. I heard that my skin isn't used to makeup anymore, so I started back. Yeah, sometimes when I put makeup on after not wearing it consistently for so long, I get clogged pores. Thank you, love. Today I feel beautiful and glowy, but I feel like this is definitely a product of me resting and filling my cup for the last 5 days. Thanks, Teresa. My skincare routine is very simple. I wash with it's called Simple, that's the face wash, and then I moisturize with the brand Acure for sensitive galleys. So it's, excuse me, I think it's in a pink container. But yeah, that's just what I use, those two things. I do have a night cream from Curology, but it's like a treatment cream, but I don't use that all the time, only if I'm getting breakouts or if I start noticing I have texture coming back, dry skin. Also, I started sleeping with a Cool Mist humidifier for my sinus situation, and I feel like having that humidity on my skin while I sleep at night has done wonders. I've also been sleeping better with it. I feel like my eyes are glowy today because my inner child's really happy. And also the rest. Rest really does wonders. Rest and work filling. The solar plexus fills your cup, so working, bringing that energy in instead of putting out energy constantly is definitely beneficial. Shows you even if we constantly drink water, we can still be dehydrated. Yeah, you can definitely deplete yourself. I miss sleeping with my ceiling fan at times, but my Cool Mist humidifier feels like air condition blowing right on me, so I've adjusted. I actually sleep better with that. I don't wake up sweating like I used to. Rosehip oil at nighttime. My skin likes rose products. I think I'm scared to work with solar plexus for some reason. Well, I'm sending you more confidence to get in there. Don't be afraid of your solar plexus. It'll help you create better boundaries for yourself, as well as bring everything else kind of into alignment too. I know what we'll use. I think Michelle was the one who said she liked green. We're gonna use my Unitite turtle. It's got some pink in there, so we're gonna backtrack into the heart space again, but I don't know why, I just remembered that I wanted to pull out a green stem, but I don't feel like digging around through my treasure chest behind me. Plus he's cute. I love crystals that are in like other shapes than just like when people come in here, they're like, what's the blob in your hand? All crystals are beautiful in their own way, but I like when they're shaped funny. It cracks me up when some guy was like, are you healing us with the moon? And I was like, I never realized this does look like the moon. Maybe that's why I was attracted to it. Is that different than Tiger's Eye? I love Tiger's Eye. That's one of my favorite crystals. My guides will, like a lot of the crystals we worked with today, they were spirit-led because they'll show them to me and I'm like, alright, I guess that's what I need to work with today for the collective, but, like my guides will show me crystals that I need in my sleep. I get a lot of like interaction in my dream space, so if I wake up from a dream and I remember a crystal from the dream, I'm gonna go get it because that was my guides telling me I needed that energy. How do you recharge your crystals? So I have a ton of selenite. Like I have selenite wands galore, so oftentimes like the ones that I work with on live, I'll just leave them on my desk near my massive piece. I have the one that I close the energy center down with. I will kind of leave them around that. if it's not like full moon time, but otherwise I'll put them out into the moon, and then the Reiki energy itself can kind of charge them, recharge them. I can literally feel energy pulsing in my crown and my third eye right now. Working with the lapis energy. I definitely feel like all of y'all that were having the tension are going to be clearing out some stuff. Definitely pay attention to your dreams and things over the next few days and your emotions, how you're feeling. Oh, Lily's getting impatient with me. I smell it. It sounds weird, but I can smell it. Holly, it's funny that you mentioned that because with my sinuses and everything that's been going on, I have a lot of energy upgrades that are happening in my, I'll call them my more deficient clairs, like my hearing and my sense of the smell and taste, all that stuff. So I've been smelling some weird things too. Like I was scrolling through TikTok the other day, and this woman was talking about, I think she was talking about a herbal supplement, and I could smell and taste it, and I've never taken the supplement, and I was like, right, I guess this is something that's being upgraded. I needed this today. My head was about to explode. And also my intuition has been crazy spot on. I went to the grocery store the other day, and I don't keep track when I'm grocery shopping. I mean, I don't go crazy, but like, I don't to the penny like write anything down or calculate it. But for whatever reason, I was getting up to the checkout and I was like, I bet it's gonna be $50. And sure enough, it was literally $50. I was like, holy crap. And then this morning when I woke up, before I checked my phone, I was like, it's about to be 9 o'clock. And sure enough, it was like 8:58 or something like that. And I was like, holy shit. Myra, I'm glad you're here, sweetie. I'm glad you're getting the relief that you're needing. I got chilies picking this thing up. Excuse me. This is like bridging some sort of energy. I can feel it. It's like solar, heart, and throat a little bit, but I'm also getting like the crown energy. I just feel like when I picked this up, I got the chill, and I just felt like it was like a wave of energy coming down the energy channel. But specifically those centers that I picked up on just now are receiving from this energy. This is like that, even though I got a chill picking it up, it's like that warm hug that we all needed. Very happy energy. Thank you. What does it smell like, Holly? Tell us what you're sensing. Oh, I love that. I've started smelling things as well since I... Alright, so I created a healing and I haven't shared it. I'm gonna put it on my TikTok, but if anyone in here has had COVID specifically, you interact with my energy, it's gonna help clear out and eradicate some things. But if you're feeling called to my energy and you feel like this is something that you are open to, then when you're ready, set the intention to activate Rachel's Roomba cleanse. So when you're ready for that, just say, Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please activate Rachel's Roomba cleanse. And allow it to get to work, do its thing. I need to make a video on it. There's a creator on here who's been very inspiring, and I finally made my first healing this week while I've been working on my own energy, and it's been working wonders, so now I feel called to share it. Flowery, the green feels and smells masculine. It's awesome. That means we got a balance of energy coming in. I like it. I like it. Happy 222, everyone. Holly, that sounds amazing. I'm kind of glad that I don't smell crystals, just because I'm very sensitive, like to musk and stuff like that. I really can't, like if it's in fragrances or perfumes or anything, like it really chokes me up. I feel the energy from the crystals. So I always go by feeling. That's how I purchase all of my crystals. Like I tap into the energy of them and how they make me feel. And then I project that energy out to y'all, to the collective energy. I infuse it into the Reiki energy that we're utilizing. But I would say that my strongest clairs are definitely knowing and feeling and seeing. Those are my top 3. And the rest kind of come intermittently, very, very randomly. Alright, we're going to do one last plucking, and then we're going to kind of close out with our upper energy centers a little bit. So go ahead, take a nice deep cleansing breath. Set the intention to release anything else that is no longer beneficial to you at this time. I really want to get a massive piece. Obviously the size doesn't matter when it comes to crystals, it's all about the energy, but I just want a massive piece of black kyanite. Like it has become, I'm sad that I didn't utilize it more before. Like for whatever reason live really called me to use it more, but I just love the energy of it. So I want like a big statement piece. I really want to go to, now that I'm feeling better and more energized, I want to drive out to that shop that's like an hour away from me. They always have the best crystals, even though I didn't get this one from there. I don't know, I just feel like I'm being called to go there. Maybe they'll have some. I always think of Superman. I always think of Game of Thrones. That's funny. I always think of Game of Thrones with this crystal. What got worse? What gets worse? I don't know if you said something else before that. Somebody's definitely got some solar plexus energy. I'm like transmuting so much right now. Stomach is burpy and gurgly. Pressure in that area. This is black kyanite. It's a grounding stone, but it's also kind of like, for me, it like sweeps away any energy that you're no longer needing. But it's really balancing for me because, I don't know, it's a Libra stone, which I didn't know that until I looked into it more. So for me, it just feels really grounding and balancing and like soothing. It is more of like a protective energy. Like when I hold this, I'm like, you could definitely cut somebody with it. So it's like, it's just embodies protection, but it's definitely a grounding energy as well. Mentally with you right now. I was thinking the same thing about going to get this stone, protecting myself from negativity. That's awesome. Sitting here, Libra too, that's awesome. Libra season is coming. Our time is coming. Oh snap, we got a bunch of Libras in here. I am more of I'm a September Libra. Mine's the 26th. So we had a gaggle of Libras and Taurus energy in here. That's funny. Oh my goodness, all the Libras are coming out of the woodwork now. Mine is Leo season, I'm here for it. I just had a B-Day Thursday on the full moon. Damn, Myra, congratulations. That's a magical energy for you. I'm sure you had a lot of energy shifting there for you. Happy belated. Sending you energy hugs. Birthday hugs. Birthday healing. Been hard to sleep. Flip Flap Octopus, I like your username, but it's because of the energy that's coming into Earth. We've been having a lot of energy blasts, and those definitely, I have correlated that they create sleep problems. Every single time that there's a blast of energy coming in, high vibrational energy, I cannot sleep. Download the Schumann Resonance app. It's like $1.99, I think, and it will definitely, I can promise you, like when you can't sleep, it's more than likely because there's a blast of energy coming in. Session was totally meant to be. Yeah, I definitely am feeling a lot of like cohesive energy in here. Not that I don't normally, but I just feel like today's group is very cohesive, very connected. I'm singing, I'm doing Reiki. I love that. Vibe and Delphina. I went to sleep this morning at 2 a.m. Yeah, I've been sleeping like 4 hours during the day and 4 hours at night. I went to bed at 5:30 this morning. Like 5, more like 5. And I woke up at 9. Dolores, hi sweetheart, how are you? So yeah, definitely feeling like sleep has been a little crazy lately, for sure. The stone has become like my best friend. This is like my pet rock. I carry it everywhere with me. I feel like I should get another one just specifically for doing energy lives, because I definitely have cleansed this when I'm off of here, but this feels like it just aligns everything perfectly. Super 7. I was in Caitlin. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Caitlin, but she also does Reiki energy, and I was in her live, and you were there, Holly, when she, I guess, mentioned it. So I messaged her after you said that to me, and she's like, yes, every time you come in, my guides have me pick it up, and I was like, why am I feeling called to pick this up? Like, why do I always feel called? And they were like, it's Rachel, and she needs it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna order one. So I did, and it's literally become my BFF. I sleep next to it, like, it goes everywhere with me. I have a Labradorite pendulum. I love Labradorite. I have a bunch of that too. That's one of the crystals that Spirit like showed to me in my dream. It was specifically a Labradorite sphere, which I have behind me over here, that I needed to get. And I always listen to whatever the guides tell me to do. Especially if it pops up in my dream space. I'm like, got it. I feel like I go through waves of like colors, because there was a period of time where I was definitely called to a bunch of like dark stones. Like that's when I got the black kyanite. I got the I have a really dark piece of, I'm really called to fluorite. That's one of my main stones. But I just kind of went through a phase where I was being drawn to like the darker colored stones. But it shifts all the time. That's why I'm kind of like excited to go to the crystal shop, because I'm like, what are they going to be pushing me towards this time? One of my best finds was azurite. I literally walked into the shop and it was staring me right in the face. Like, they have a wall of like larger, rare crystals, and it was staring me in the face, and I was like, I have to get it. That one's a really good one. I love that crystal. I don't utilize it. I utilize it on here often, but I feel like I don't meditate with it as often as I used to. That was also a pet rock for a period of time. Like, I would sit it next to me when I would take salt baths. I would sleep with it. Like, it would go everywhere with me. I've been trying to use crystals I don't feel connected to, because I feel like that is the areas I need to work on. I have fluorite with the teal and purple bands. I have one similar. It reminds me of a gusher. It's a rainbow fluorite. It looks like a rainbow. I'll show it to you in a second. If I keep handling it, picking it up, I feel connected to it. Yeah, I'm the same way. If they draw me back. So I also do guided, like for people who, I encourage everyone to do it themselves, but if they want me to do it, I will turn my channel on and go pick out their crystals for them and let their guides kind of guide me towards them. But I'm the same way. If they keep guiding me back to a crystal, then I know that that's what that person's needing. What was the one used before the green one? I feel very connected. Lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. I never pronounce it. There's people pronounce it differently, but just look up lapis and it'll come up. Let me show you my, I have two different really cool, so I have this, shoot. Both of these are rainbow fluorites, but they're just different color schemes, I guess. I don't know if you can see this that well. Sometimes when I hold it this way, you guys can see the coloring better. But this is the one that reminds me of a gusher, and it's got like the purple and the like turquoise and the dark. It's like so pretty. I love this thing. This was a steal. I got this for like 20 bucks or something, super cheap, and all the other ones were like way more expensive. I always say my guides leave little Easter eggs, and this was one of them. Alright, here's another one. Again, I don't know if you can see it because you kind of have to have light behind it, but it's like literally waves of color going up and down. If you see the light through it, it's, I don't know if I turn it, I don't know if you can see it. dark, but they're definitely my favorite. Hello, welcome. Yeah, Rainbow Fluoride's one of my favorites. I like the Super 7 because it works literally 7, it's in the name. It works all of the energy centers at the same time, so it kind of aligns everything together. And then I always finish off my sessions with clear quartz because that amplifies everything we just did, and then also brings in that clarity to the upper centers. Clear out any residual stagnant energy. I did a dig in with years back, and lapis was my favorite I dug up. I would love to go digging. I think that would be awesome. Digging for crystals. Thank you everyone for being here and participating today. I had a feeling that today's live was going to be a good one. I was grinding for no, right? Absolutely, I appreciate all of you for participating and sharing this experience together, being open to healing energy and just the healing journey in general. Alright, so I'm getting a connection here, and I feel like because they're highlighting my right jaw again, and we're working in the crown, so that energy is related to like stressing about the future and basically things that you don't have control over right now. So relinquishing your need to be in control of how things play out will help kind of alleviate that tension. For those of you, if you're still in here, who are carrying that jaw tension, specifically on the right side is where I'm picking it up. So releasing your need to, you know, either have everything all figured out or just being in control of your future. Allowing yourself to kind of, the energy lately has been go with the flow, and that's the message that I've been spreading. So Spirit is definitely wanting us to kind of surrender and just allow things to process. A lot of stuff has been working in the background, and you are going to start seeing it coming into your physical reality shortly, but as long as you aren't holding on so tightly to whatever it is that you're trying to figure out, you create a lot of resistant energy for yourself that way. So releasing that, letting it go. I think it's wild how, and this is something I'm getting more and more open to receiving the information through, is how the energy centers connect. So, you know, for people, you might think, oh, it's in my heart space, you know, that's where my trauma is held. But sometimes that trauma can literally be in like a different part of your body. Yes, your emotions are housed in that energy center, but the actual trauma got trapped somewhere else in your body. So for those in that right jaw, it's like the trauma is trapped in the jaw, but it's coming from the crown. Hey B, how are you, sweetie? How's your week been? How's your weekend? I can feel that tension releasing when my joints start cracking, like my neck is cracking. All that tension is, that air is being released, so the tension, the energy is moving basically. Doing good, so Ralph, I'm trying to stay positive. How are you? Yeah, I feel like everyone was kind of getting hit with the supermoon energy. My guides had me laying low for the week. I'm feeling very good. I recharged my battery, filled my cup a bit. So I am now, I felt the overflow, so I felt like I could share with the collective, you know? Thank you everyone for the support. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I like these collective energy lives because it allows me to help a broader scale. You know, even if you can or cannot afford to do healing work, energy work with people, I like being able to help people, but not necessarily having to tap into your energy to do it, if that makes sense. That's what this type of healing work is very beneficial for. Drawing in those that are ready to receive, and then allowing it to do what it needs to do on its own. Yeah, I don't get drained. When I'm on here doing this, that's another reason why I really enjoy it. I can help others and it doesn't drain me, like, at all. I'm really hungry after I get off of here, but that comes with any energy work. But I definitely enjoy that it doesn't drain me. When I do readings, or if I'm tapping into your energy to physically help you clear something, transmuting energy and manipulating energy, that drains me a lot. Anxiety, I'm starting to feel donuts, not mine. My mother-in-law was working. That's great, Holly. Definitely being able, so working in your solar plexus, this is what your fear is, probably, but working in your solar plexus will actually be able to help you discern easier what's yours versus what's someone else's. Yeah. I can feel, like, when I take Lily out, my one neighbor, like, absolutely loves her and, like, always wants to pet her, but Lily doesn't really vibe with her. She allows it just because lady, whatever, but I can feel Lily's tension and anxiety when the woman wants to pet her. And I always hold her when she wants to pet her, and then I immediately, like, energy cleanse her when we're done, but, I can definitely understand that, picking up other people's anxiety. Yeah, you gotta know when to open the door to it and when to close it. Or keep it cracked, you know? Instead of just being wide open all the time. That's something I'm kind of dealing with too. So my physical vessel is not being overrun by collective energy. That's awesome. Yeah, I noticed, like, if it comes, for me personally, if it comes out of nowhere, like if I was just vibing and then I'm picking up on something, then it's not mine. Or if nothing has happened to, like, trigger that energy for me, then I know it's not mine. Codependency is it's a long process to heal out of. But with determination and dedication to your healing, you can definitely do it. Always have to be careful setting down the heavier crystals because they can clang really loud when I set them down. Hello, welcome. Okay, everyone, I am going to be closing down the energy soon. We're going to start grounding ourselves back down a little bit. I'm going to go run some errands. I may get back on this evening to do paid services, but I have no idea what time. Yeah, Holly, I definitely feel like, you know, coming in here you get that empowered energy, and as a healer myself, like, I've worked through that energy, the codependency, so I'm able to share the healing. When you up level to something, you surpass a level, then you can share it with other people. That's why I always say spirit puts me through things so that I'm able to help other people, and I can see that correlation now, even the lessons that I've been learning recently. And it's, you know, so that I can help boost and share that energy with the collective. but I'm very particular, and I make sure that my guides, I'm like, I only want, because I'm very much in a quality versus quantity type thing, so I'm like, Spirit, I only want you sending people that are ready and open to healing, because it's definitely, it can be a waste of my time and efforts when people just, you know, they show up because it feels good, but then they don't do the back end work. So I love hearing your feedback and the things that you guys do on your own, because that shows to me that you are dedicated to your healing journey and you're not just bypassing, essentially. And no judgment if you are. Sometimes you gotta spend a couple seasons bypassing. It does take time to get to the place where you're committed and dedicated, and sometimes you just need a break. But I would say I burned out very easily when I first started doing this work on TikTok, because I was just attracting a bunch of people that were not really in it for the right reasons. Like, they weren't connecting with me for the right reasons. It was more so they were getting high off the energy that I was supplying and still staying in obsessive places and obsession. So as healers, as energy workers, we have to cleanse on the back end, and we have to do things for our own auric field and energy. And obsession is one of the stickiest, grossest energies to get rid of. And I was just attracting a ton of that energy, and I was like, Spirit, help me out here. Like, what am I missing? And, you know, they showed me. So I had to pull myself away from the content that I, you know, felt called to even start sharing in the first place, which was the Twin Flame Collective energy, and I'm still a part of it, but basically I had to pull myself completely out of that vortex so that I could cleanse myself. And I've spent about a year, it's coming up on a year since I've posted about that type of stuff, and they're calling me back to that work, but I was like, I don't want you sending people into my lives if they're not actually wanting to do anything about their lives. Because I'm definitely the type of person, like, I'll listen to you, I'll be your safe space, I'll be your sounding board, but I want you to be doing something to actually help yourself on the other side of that equation. We are all capable of healing. I've burned out already because of that. Yeah, it's definitely easy to do if you're not, you know, protecting your energy, cleansing your energy, and just being kind of discerning on what you allow into your space. Like, my lives are very much, they're a controlled situation for sure. That's great, Holly. I love hearing your feedback. You're not one of those people that just come in here and like dumps their problems. If you are having a problem, you do talk about it, which is, this is a safe space, completely fine, but it's like, that's not all you're coming in here to do, you know? I realize I laughed too much. My guides are telling me to step back. Yeah, your guides will definitely guide you when it's time to step back and recalibrate. I got the message of quality versus quantity in the fall of last year, like around this time last year, and because I used to have really busy lives, and it was cool, like, obviously, like when I do readings and stuff, they were a lot busier, but I'd rather do private sessions, and I'd rather not attract the obsessive energy. So they were like, well, you need to set that boundary yourself too. Like, you have to respect your own. We can only do so much on the back end. And like, I get that. So there were a few people that I had to kind of cut loose because, you know, they were not able to detach. They were not able to get out of that energy of obsession. And it's definitely you're definitely capable of doing it. It's possible. I still have twins that come into my lives, but they are the ones that are actually committed to their healing, and they're not as focused on their twin flames as they used to be, which I love seeing that because it can be a very unhealthy obsession. It's definitely an ascension trap if you allow it to be. I want to thank everyone for being here today. Thank you for all the likes, the follows, the gifts, the interaction. I appreciate everyone for being supportive of each other, for keeping this a positive space for healing and support. Definitely, Holly. Allowing yourself to expanding your your awareness, you know. You're all powerful healers. We are all capable of healing ourselves. Sometimes it just takes a little guidance. Kind of like, you know, riding a bike. You need your parents, you need some training wheels to help, but then eventually you take them off and figure it out, you know? Last reminder, make sure you drink lots of water today. If you're able to take some time to ground your energy outside, do that as well. Connect with Mother Earth. If you have errands to run today, go do that. Yeah, I'm the same way. I definitely ground in water as well. I love water. Ooh. All these messages just came through at once. Excuse me. I love when I'm like disconnecting from the energy because I can definitely feel things releasing. I stopped feeling the tension in certain areas. I feel like I could just do this selenite cleanse all day long. I do a lot of cleansing baths, showers, and rain to ground. Yes. I want to grow underwater. Oh, that would be awesome. Scuba meditations. Has anyone ever done one of those deprivation tanks, the salt tanks? That was an experience. I meditated. I did energy healing for myself in one of them. I feel like I definitely went to like another galaxy. It was amazing. I came out feeling like a different person. I definitely had a, what's it called? Like a time jump when I was doing that. Definitely recommend it. It's a little creepy at first, like, not gonna lie, if you have any kind of claustrophobic or anything like that, I don't recommend it, but just being in complete darkness, and like, you do have this feature, you can turn it, almost looks like stars on the ceiling, so you have a little bit of light, but eventually it goes completely dark. I don't know, it's cool. It's cool. You can turn the lights back on if you need to, if you get scared, but I like freaked out for a second and tried to turn them back on, and I wound up getting salt water in my eye, so it was no bueno, but I had a package of them, so I did them a bunch, and it was just amazing. I have sensory issues. Too much noise and energy brings my anxiety way up. I want to go completely dark and quiet. Yeah, maybe that's why I enjoyed it so much, but I definitely love it. I meditate best when I'm, like, I'll put earplugs in and I put a face mask on so that I don't, like, see or hear energy when I'm doing my own energy healing, or when I do private sessions, that's how I do them. Definitely helps you, like, connect in with your energy, not having any sensory distractions. And I can't have any, like, air moving. Definitely helps me concentrate. I'm mesmerized doing this. Alright, I'm gonna put it down.